Lakers Nation, what is going on? So welcome back to the channel with a new video. And I know it's been at least a couple of days since I last posted a video on this channel, but I'm officially back. I'm on the grind and I'm going to try at least post, daily and stuff like that, all that good stuff. But if you guys want to, support me on this channel, you guys know what to do. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 3K subs. I'm really trying to reach my next milestone. If you guys can hit it, also turn on notification bell so you guys get notified of future Lakers content, updates, trades, rumors, all that good stuff. And lastly, like the video. Now, today we're going to be talking about D'Angelo Russell. And I know this report did come out yesterday. I'm a little bit late. I'm sorry. But like I said, I'm officially back to posting content. And NBA Central just put it out there that the Lakers may be reluctant to trade our point guard in D'Angelo Russell now that he's become impactful in his new role, meaning coming off the bench and stuff like that. You get the whole gist, what I'm trying to say. But I do digress. And Anthony Irwin did, put in quotations and stuff like that. And talking to sources close to the Lakers organization, Russell's playing well in his new role. Might make them a little bit more reluctant to part ways with him as a bench unit seriously struggle with Gabe Vincent at the helm. If this is actually who Russell can be for the remainder of the season for the Lakers, they might even consider or even more picky about who they trade him for, or like to find a more reliable option that gave Vincent as part of a D'Angelo Russell trade. Now, to be honest, guys, if this report is really true about them, being reluctant to trade D'Angelo Russell, I'm gonna go off. I'm really gonna crash out if the Lakers, do not trade him and he makes it past the trade deadline. Now, maybe this can be where they're boosting his trade value because once again, he started the season slow and mostly he's been, starting for the Los Angeles Lakers next to Austin Reeves in the backcourt. We just know that the backcourt is never going to work out defensively. They're both liabilities, especially in the end, but offensively, they're not bad, right? But you got LeBron James and then you got, Anthony Davis. He's more of like the hub. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's kind of like pointless. He's kind of out there. And you basically get Austin Reeves getting more involved. He gets the ball. He's running more sets and stuff like that. And he's playmaking. I know he's not really known as a playmaker, but there's a lot of times where he's getting tunnel vision and he's getting turnovers, which is fun because he's going to be the point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers team. But the first 5 games he did start for the Lakers. And then obviously the Lakers head back home on Friday against the Philadelphia 76ers at home. And JJ Redick decided to make a change, putting D'Angelo Russell off the bench, playing with the second unit, and then have, Cam Reddish be the defensive purposes in the starting lineup next to Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Rui Hachimura. You get what I'm trying to say? Because the Lakers already have enough scoring, and we didn't really have enough defense other than, Anthony Davis and stuff like that. And then you got LeBron James being in year 22. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'll show you D'Angelo Russell's stats this season. They haven't been that great. 12.1 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, 4.8 assists, shooting 40.6% from the field. That is awful. That's one of his worst in his career. Last year, averaged around 18 points per game. So you can see his stats are not really showing out right. Like I said, 13 games out of 82, 8 games started, playing 28 minutes a night, shooting 32.9% from the 3 point after shooting 41.5% from three. Last season, I know this is small sample size and there's still a lot of games left in the season, but he is shooting a career high from the free throw line, 91.3% from the line, and he's averaging 4.8 assists. Last season averaged 6.3 assists. So they're going down, 0.1 blocks, 1 steal. So it's nothing, great. But I'll show you his stats. Let me count. Pelicans, Spurs, Grizzlies, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The last 10 games, right? Against the Pelicans, right? Coming off the bench, 21 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal. And then against the Spurs, 30 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3 point, 2 rebounds, 6 of 6, 3 steals, which is not too bad for a guy who doesn't really play defense. But against the Memphis Grizzlies, 20 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3 point line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And then against the Raptors, 27 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 9 from the 3 point line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, one steal, right? And then obviously the Sixers, that was the first game he started. I mean, not started, but first game he came off the bench. But he had 25 minutes, 18 points, which isn't bad because the Lakers are averaging like around 20. That was just terrible. And I'm pretty sure they were like ranked dead last in the league in bench points. I'm pretty sure it's got a little bit better, especially with D'Angelo Russell, but it's still not that great. Gabe Vincent's giving us big goals. He's not really producing. I know he had like 6 points against San Antonio Spurs in that NBA Cup game, but other than that, he's been horrible liability. And also, Max Christie hasn't been too much great, right? You get what I'm trying to say? He's still raw. He still has to develop. And he's rebounding for us. He's providing defense, but he just needs to knock down his shots and do that type of stuff, right? But also against the Memphis Grizzlies, right? D'Angelo Russell, 22 minutes, 12 points, 4-12 from the field. That is terrible. You're a three-point shooter, shooting 2 of 9 from the three-point line, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals. You get the gist. You see all these stats. So I want this bum off my team. Like, I don't understand why there's a lot of delusional, Lakers fans still having hope in him. And I'm not calling all Laker fans delusional, but the ones that still have hope in him is actually crazy because we got bounced out, the past 2 years against the same team, Denver Nuggets, right? 2023-24 NBA season, we lost to them in 5 games in the first round, right? And then the year before that, we made it to the playoffs. We lost in the Western Conference Finals, getting swept to the Denver Nuggets. And who was guarding D'Angelo Russell? Bruce Brown Jr., just getting to his head. You cannot put the best defender on D'Angelo Russell because if you do, he's going to struggle. He's not going to get his shots. He's not going to score. And basically, it's like playing 4 and 5 instead of 5 and 5. You get what I'm trying to say? So basically, he is a liability. And also last year, his second stints for the Lakers, especially in the postseason of the first round against the Denver Nuggets, the defending champions and stuff like that. I'm not talking about last year, but the year before that, they basically had KCP, a solid defender, a 3-and-D guy who can hit open shots and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he was on, D'Angelo Russell, but that's why D'Angelo Russell cannot, score. He's getting defenders on him. He doesn't really provide rim pressure. He can't play, freely, especially if he's, playing next to another player like LeBron James. Unless you put him off the bench, he plays against the second unit. But he's not a guy that's going to guard the best player on the opposing team. He's not going to guard the perimeter. He's not going to guard the three-point line. He's lackadaisical. He's a cone defensively, like I said. So why would you want to, be reluctant to trade D'Angelo Russell? I understand he's on a contract here, right? Making around $18.6 million, as you guys see on Spot Track, right? This season, he has a player option, but last year, 2023-24, he was making around $17.3 million. And I understand there's a lot of teams that don't want D'Angelo Russell, especially when the Lakers wanted to trade for Jeremy Grant, and the Portland Trailblazers didn't want D'Angelo Russell, right? So maybe the Lakers would have to include Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, another, draft capital, right? And also the Orlando Magic, not the Orlando Magic, the Utah Jazz didn't want D'Angelo Russell, but the Lakers offered, like 2 first-round picks, Walker Kessler, and I'm pretty sure, was it like JHS? But you get what I'm trying to say? I mean, they already know D'Angelo Russell isn't a playoff performer, but I could see him, on a shitty team, not a winning franchise, that might want to take him. But if Brooklyn is willing to get D'Angelo Russell, and maybe we could get, a Cam Johnson, hopefully we could keep Rui Hachimura, and get maybe, a Dorian Finney-Smith or a Dennis Schroeder. I would have to look at the salaries and look at the trades and stuff like that, the scenarios. But those are my thoughts on this whole situation. Also, I'm going to show you his postseason performance last season, 2023-24, right? He did average around 14.2 points, pretty solid, nothing great. 4.2 assists and 2-point rebounds in 5 games in the 2024 playoffs, right? Now, against Denver in the first round, what did he have? First game, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if this is in order, but 39 minutes, 14 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, shooting 40% from the field, which is terrible. 20% from the three-point line. This is what I mean. He's very consistent. You just never know what version of D'Lo you're going to get. And 2 turnovers, right? Plus minus or negative plus 7. You get what I'm trying to say? And then, of course, game 2, 21 points, which is good. Shout out to him for that. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, shooting 53.3% from the field. What else? 3 defensive rebounds, 1 turnover. And then obviously game 3, look what he did. 24 goddamn minutes, 0 points, and you guys are trying to defend him. You guys want me to defend D'Angelo Russell? I mean, you're not going to win an NBA championship if you guys are not stepping up. I know LeBron James, Anthony Davis is doing their job, but the other guys, and I feel like people think I'm a D'Angelo Russell hater because I'm also, calling him out, but it's not like I'm only blaming D'Angelo Russell. Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves didn't really show up in the postseason except for, last game, game 5 against Denver when the Lakers got eliminated. Austin Reeves did come up, clutch, and that 4-corner stuff like that just wasn't enough. So it's not solely on D'Lo, but it's really on, the other guys around LeBron James, Anthony Davis. So I feel like we need a backcourt that could provide offense, defense. We got a bunch of one-way guys. We need more two-way guys that can defend the perimeter, guard multiple positions, guys that can shoot. We also need a big man next to Anthony Davis, a rim protector, shot blocker, someone that can rebound because Jackson Hayes is out, right? He sprained his ankle in practice on Tuesday, and they were going to evaluate him, 1 to 2 weeks. And also Christian Wood's been out since, last season, stuff like that. And there's just a major setback because of surgery and stuff like that. And also, Jared Vanderbilt, there's just no real update in that. So you guys let me know in the comment section what do you guys think of this whole situation, about the Lakers being reluctant to trade D'Angelo Russell. Like I said, he's on a contract year, and he's struggling under J.J. Redick and stuff like that. But I'm out of your piece.